What do you do when the world around you collapses? When the old gods die and no one's coming to save you? Most people break. Some just follow the next leader. But one kind of person reinvents himself. He reinvents everything. He is immune to the chaos around him, like a type of Superman. Not a comic book hero, but a true Superman. Or as Nietzsche called him, the Übermensch. But before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stuff they don't teach you in school. Imagine a man who sees the world not as it is, but as it could be, if he burned every lie to the ground. No gods, no kings, no inherited rules. He doesn't ask, "What should I do?" He asks, "What can I become?" That's the true Superman, the Übermensch. Not a savior or a tyrant, but a self-made being, one who creates values instead of consuming them. Nietzsche believed most people live like sheep. We tend to follow herd morality. What's safe, what's expected, what doesn't make waves. But a true Superman, he says no to all of it. He destroys the old traditions, so he can build his own. But this path is brutal. Nietzsche's Superman is alone. There's no applause and no tribe to belong to. He suffers, and he's misunderstood. Because freedom, real freedom, is terrifying. No excuses, no victimhood. You are entirely responsible for what you become. But Nietzsche wasn't preaching. He was warning us about a world where old values were dying, and something stronger had to take their place, or else chaos would follow. But what exactly was collapsing? And why did Nietzsche believe something new had to rise? He saw something terrifying in the future. He called it the death of God. Not a literal death, but a slow collapse of everything built around faith, morality, and tradition. When belief systems fall, we don't get instant freedom, we get a void. And into that void comes nihilism. That deep, paralyzing sense that nothing matters anymore. No right, no wrong, no reason to wake up tomorrow, except survival. Nietzsche believed most people couldn't handle that without something greater to live for. They'd fall back into distraction, obedience, or despair. That's why the Übermensch had to be born. Not to replace God, but to replace dependence, to stand on their own, to create meaning instead of inheriting it. Not everyone can do it, and not everyone should, but for those who dare, the void becomes a canvas. Today, we live in the world Nietzsche had predicted. We chase followers, we obey trends, we wait for permission. But a true Superman, or Übermensch, he doesn't scroll, he creates. He chooses suffering over comfort, truth over acceptance, becoming over belonging. And most of all, he chooses to become worthy of his own life. So how do you become the true Superman? Well, first you have to unlearn. You have to question your own values. You have to burn the script you were given and kill your inner sheep. Then you write your own commandments, not to dominate others, but to become someone you can obey. Let me ask you something. In a world this loud, this fast, this performative, where do your values actually come from? Are they truly yours, or were they preloaded, like software you never questioned? Nietzsche didn't think most people could face that question. That's why he wrote for the few, the ones who were ready to tear it all down and build something real. So maybe the Übermensch isn't just a concept, maybe it's a challenge. These are just some of the ideas of Friedrich Nietzsche's, a man who looked at a crumbling world and dared to say, we must become stronger. A philosopher who didn't want to make you feel good, he wanted you to wake up and become the true Superman you know you can become. But the point of the Übermensch was not to save the world, it was to save yourself from becoming just another sheep. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned some.